1, 2, 3, what's up in AV? Hello, this is Slava Nesmiyanov. Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a year since I became certified technology specialist, and if you're thinking about getting certified, I think we definitely need to talk. I want to share what actually happened to me after I got certified. Did my career change? Did I get any job offers? Stuff like this. This is my personal experience, and for some of you the situation might be absolutely different, but I believe it can be important for you to stay real, to make reasonable decisions. We're talking about massive amount of time and some money you're supposed to invest in preparation, so it's time to be honest about it. Firstly, let me give you some background real quick. I work in AV industry since 2011. I worked in different roles and I achieved something, but the Russian-Ukrainian war changed everything. I decided to pack my whole life and get my family out of Russia. We moved to Europe, Lithuania, and I started working as an AV manager and technical director for the opposition NGO. Although this might sound pretty awesome, I had to start from scratch, dealing with immigration, knew everything, new rules. Going back to Moscow was not an option because that would mean I go straight to jail. So since 2022, my skills, my family, and my experience were the only things I could rely on, and that's when I found AVIXA website. I hoped that CTS next to my name would help me to open some new doors in my life. Maybe I'd be more visible, more competitive, more needed as a professional. I wanted to move to the next level, so I had been studying for a few months and I made a shot and passed the exam. Honestly, it felt amazing because the very first international certification in my life made me really proud of myself. So what did I get in reality? Well, yes, I got the certificate. It's one of the good things. And you might say, good job, Slava, so what's the problem? What are you talking about? This is where I want to be honest with you. That was me who set wrong expectations about it. The hard truth is, most likely companies will not start calling you the moment you're walking out of the exam room. There is no red carpet waiting. CTS isn't a golden ticket. It doesn't create opportunities by itself. On the other hand, it helps you to be ready when opportunities come. And that was my #1 mistake. I added CTS to my LinkedIn profile and started watching how the world reacted. I got a bunch of likes and a couple of sweet comments, but you'd probably want to know if I got any job offers. And the answer is not a single one. And here's why. In my case, I'm still working with a great team. We use AV technologies to make some kind of a social impact, to make our country a better place. And all that knowledge I got in CTS guidebook helped me feel more confident, more precise in my current role. Another factor that matters in my case is the size of the AV market around me. I live in Lithuania. It's a very beautiful, very small country in Eastern Europe, and that means less things happening around, less events, less available technologies. For example, most of the times I needed to get some professional repair for a camera or a mixing console, I had to send it to UK or Germany or Poland. Those are technically countries with bigger AV markets. And the last but definitely not least, most of the CTS requiring positions here in Europe also require fluency in local languages. Whether it's Lithuanian, Swedish or Estonian, you name it, you always need to have the local language under your belt if you want to work. Beside of the fact 2025 isn't the best year for having a Russian passport, I should have considered language as more serious limitation for me. So even though I have over 10 years of experience, the CTS didn't change anything for me. That's the reality, and you should probably take it into account if you're looking for opportunities abroad. So the real question is, if AV companies won't start knocking your door, should you even bother with all the certifications? My honest answer is yes, because preparation will help you to cover a ton of blind spots. For example, it forced me to understand things I never had time to understand before. And you would definitely become better at what you do. The AV world runs fast. New protocols, new standards, new gear pop up every day. It happens all the time. And the certification can give you more solid foundation for better understanding. It can reignite your passion for the industry. But, and that's important, do not expect instant results. CTS is a step, not a finish line. And be ready, CTS means nothing for people with real in-field experience. But your knowledge, your understanding is another story. It's always like your hidden superpower. It grows your confidence. You just need to combine it with communication skills, with networking, and little bits of strategy. So 1 year later, no regrets. I grew, I'm better, and honestly, I would be really excited to get some feedback from you. Let's share some stories in comments below. Roast me if you have to. And as always, people who hit that like button, who hit subscribe for more real talk about AV, you're my heroes. This was Slava Nesmianov, and see you in the next one. Bye!